Imagine for a moment that your government forbids you from falling in love with your AI. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now in China. The Chinese government wants to regulate the emotional relationships people can have with AI systems. And this is not a joke. The regulations are primarily aimed at chatbots that simulate romantic relationships, friendships, or family-like relationships. In fact, all these platforms that offer you virtual partners, the Chinese government believes there is a risk of addiction. Officially, they say it's to reduce emotional dependence and emotional manipulation, which could contribute to feelings of isolation, especially among young people. But this also comes in the context of a demographic crisis. In fact, China believes that these virtual characters will distance their citizens from real relationships, and of course indirectly from starting a family. So naturally, when we hear this news, we think, yeah, it's a bit silly to have an emotional relationship with artificial intelligence. It's all just virtual. But after reading some pretty heartbreaking testimonies from people who learned that their virtual companion was going to disappear, well, you realize that yes, maybe their relationship was virtual, but the emotion they feel is not virtual at all, and it's a real sense of heartbreak. And I even think this is an issue that's anything but trivial going forward, especially with the arrival of robotics combined with artificial intelligence on a large scale. We're going to have a certain kind of relationship with machines that simulate intelligence. We can joke about it, but we form emotional bonds, sometimes with objects, even if they lack artificial intelligence. I bet you had a security blanket as a child. If you didn't have one, maybe you're a psychopath. In any case, China is doing this in the Chinese way, with authority. But I think that in all our countries, the debate needs to be started. Should we limit the emotional connections AI could create with its users?